You see, the lines have been arranged in a dotted order without manually writing so many dots. Basically, these are the leaders that cause your eyes to look across the page. If you have ever used a text editor like Microsoft Word, then most probably you already know about the tab. When you press the tab function on your keyboard, the cursor moves to the next tab stop. This feature is especially helpful when you need to organize the content in a document. Whether the measurement unit of your ruler is set to inches, picas, pixels, millimeters, and whatnot. When you press the tab button on your keyboard, your text cursor will automatically jump 0.5 inches increment on the ruler. To learn more about the rulers, click on the ruler tutorial link provided down in the description. Most importantly, if you want to follow me step by step in this tutorial, then download the InDesign Tabs folder provided in the description. Once you open it, you will find the tab and other paragraph styles in the panel. Practice yourself along with me in this tutorial. What is tab? It is a function where you can send the text cursor to the next tab stop, which you can see right here. You must be wondering what is tab stop, but no worries. I can explain you in simple words. Initially, when you compose any paragraph, then when you press the tab button on your keyboard, the text moves a distance forward. The text is starting after this point. This point is called the tab stop. So, if you create any new InDesign document and press tab on the paragraph, the text will move half an inch forward. Now, this half inch is the distance assigned to the tab stop. You can change the distance of this tab stop, which I will explain later in this tutorial. By the way, if you are not sure about your tab stop, you can always use the guides and measure its distance. Let me drag the left guide towards the tab stop. Click on the first guide, check the X location. The distance is 1 inch. And also one more guide, snapping to the margins. Now, check the X location of the second guide. It shows the distance of 0.5 inch. This shows that the distance between two guides is half an inch, which is exactly the distance of the tab stop. If you don't know how to use these guides, I will leave the tutorial link down in the description. Now, when you press the tab button again, the cursor will move half an inch once again. And it keeps going on. In this way, you can align the text the way you want. Now, let me show you the tab toolbar. Let me open the tabs tool, go to type, and then select tabs. Shortcut key is Ctrl+Shift+T. Why do we use tabs? Tabs evenly distributes the text between margins and indents. A tab is equal to 5 regular spaces. The main purpose is to make the specific paragraph prominent enough compared to the rest of the paragraphs. Let me give you an example. If you wish to continue along with me, first open the InDesign file that I asked you to download earlier. You can see lot of unformatted text on this page. Even if I apply relevant paragraphs over here, there is still some information that won't look prominent to the eyes. Let's apply heading 1, heading 2, heading 3 body text styles on this paragraph. Now, in the customer testimonial section, their comments looks too simple and doesn't look much pleasing to the eyes. So why not give it a different style to make it prominent enough? Let's put the cursor over here, go to Paragraph Styles panel and apply Comments style to it. Notice how cool the paragraph looks with the tabs applied to it. Moreover, the italic fonts make the comment look nice and catchy. Now, do the same for the other two customer reviews. Now, there is no need of writing customer 1 and customer 2 and even customer 3 because it's already understood that it's a review. What people will notice first here is the review first, then the name of the customer. The first line begins at the hanging indent, and the rest of the paragraph will wrap at the left indent. This kind of styling is usually done for bulleted list. Let's use these benefits body paragraph. Go to Paragraph Styles panel and choose Bullets. This applies bullets on the paragraph that consists of tabs, indents and spacing. If you want to learn how to create bullets and numbers list in Adobe InDesign, then I have added the link down in the description. One more thing. I want you to know that tabs are used for table of contents as well, just like the one you see in restaurant menus. Let's make a restaurant menu over here. Beverages, carrot juice, $$2, then lime juice, $2.2, tomato juice, $3.14. Now, instead of writing so many dots, you can simply apply the TOC style to these lines. I have added the TOC paragraph styles in the InDesign document itself that you downloaded earlier. So here's what I'm going to do. First, remove these dots from these lines. Apply TOC dots style on these three lines. And press Tab on your keyboard. You see, the lines have been arranged in a dotted order without manually writing so many dots. Basically, these are the leaders that cause your eyes to look across the page. How to use tabs? First, open the Tab tool. Shortcut key is Ctrl-Shift-T. Open the Type tool and click your cursor on this frame. In this tab bar, you have several tab alignment options. Tab alignment options, tab location field, leader character field, align on field, and magnet icon. Let me explain you each of them. Tab alignment options. It appears at the top left side of the tabs panel. It consists of 4 markers: left aligned, center aligned, right aligned, and decimal aligned respectively. Left aligned moves the text towards the left, wherever the marker is placed. This is where your text will begin. Let's paste here the old text that I used earlier. Click on the text and press Tab on your keyboard. The text moves 0.5 inch forward. Now, as I move the left aligned marker, the text moves along with it. The next marker is center align. So what I'm going to do is click on the center tab. This way, I'm telling InDesign to place the text around the marker center aligned. Let's place the markers 0.5 inch at every 4 locations. Let's write some words over here in one line. Mushroom soup, vermicelli soup, chicken corn soup, and ginger soup. Now, I don't want the markers to be accurate about the measurement, because that is not what I am concerned about. Now, put your cursor before mushroom soup text and hit Tab. Now, see these two words that lies between the center align marker. If I remove this marker and use left align marker, then the letters will start at this point of the marker. Let's undo this and center align each of these words. Now, I don't like this too much of the gap between these texts. So, I'm going to simply drag this marker until it looks good. Alright, now you see how magical this tool actually is. The next marker is right align. Let's write a number next to this line. When you press the tab, then the number stops at where the right align marker is present. So, if you move this marker towards the left, the number will move along with it. The last marker is decimal align. Let's remove everything from this page. I'm going to write these decimal numbers on this page. Select all these numbers and bring the decimal marker on the middle of these dots. Now see, the numbers have been evenly distributed left and right with the decimal fixed in the middle. Now, let's do the recap with this next exercise. Here is the list of tables showing restaurant sales in Microsoft Excel. Let's import this data into Adobe InDesign. Now, it has imported. It's time to start using the tabs once again on this text. With the tab panel opened, select all the text. Then use the left align marker right in the beginning of the text. Now, use the center align marker and place it right here for quantity and right here for rate. Press the tab on your keyboard. You will surely get this result on your screen. I will use right align for the total. Let's bring it a little backwards so that it doesn't touch the edge of the margin. Alright, now I will use this decimal align arrows for the numbers. Put the arrow over here, here and here. You see, the numbers are relocated while the decimal is fixed in one position. Now, I want you guys to repeat this whole process with different names and prices and show me the results. If you face any difficulty, comment below or contact me on my email. Tab location field. In this tab panel, you will notice this X value right over here. This specifies where your numbers are located in the layout of the text frame. I am going to use this restaurant menu text in this document. This file is already available in the folder that you downloaded earlier. Place this file by going to the File and Place. Shortcut key is Ctrl D. Once it is imported, click on the text frame and open the tabs panel. I am removing these headings and titles as I am only concerned with the menu item paragraphs. Notice that none of these arrows are selected, but as soon as I write a number over here, let's say around 2 inches, the left aligned arrow appears on the 2-inch scale. Now, click right before the roasted vegetables and press Tab. You see, roasted tab jumped 2 inches forward where the arrow is located. Let's write 4 over here. See, the next left aligned arrow appeared over here. You can always change this to other alignments as well by simply clicking on these arrows. Let's make it center align. I'm keeping squash and red bell pepper in the first line and shifting other words to the next line. Press Tab on your keyboard. Now see, squash word lies in the middle of the center arrow. If I change the alignment to the left, squash word will begin after the left aligned arrow. If I change the alignment to right, squash word will end before the location of right aligned arrow. Let's use the decimal align in similar fashion. See, nothing happened because there is no decimal written in this text. Basically, X is the location value of the alignment arrows. Exercise time. I want you guys to import this restaurant menu text into Adobe InDesign. But this time, repeat this process for mashed peas, ram potatoes, and spruce pizza. Leader character field. This field is basically used for generating dots in table of contents. Let's reset all this text. Click next to the roasted vegetables and write 1. Now keep in mind, you don't manually have to write tabs and page numbers on this page for table of contents. This work is usually done in paragraph styles. As a beginner, I am going to show you only the basics. Now, place the right aligned arrow on the X location of 7 inches and enter. Note that right aligned arrow has appeared in the end. Now, click before the number 1 and press Tab. You see, the number has shifted towards the end of the right aligned arrow. You can move this arrow manually until it fits the needs. Now, have a look at this leader character field. Let's write the period dot over here and press enter. You see, these dots have appeared between the title and the page numbers. This is basically the leader. You can also write dashes instead of dots. For that, you need to remove the alignment first. Let's click on the right aligned arrow and drag it down. Now this arrow is deleted. Then repeat the same process but write dash on this leader rather than the dots. Now click before the number and press Tab. This is much easier task than adding the dots manually. Exercise time. I want you guys to do this for the other paragraphs. You can use different glyphs for the leaders. Align on field. Now it is the right time to use decimal align arrow. You see, this option align on right over here. You can align the entire text to align to certain characters. Let's reset the text once again. I am keeping the titles only and removing these paragraphs. Let's write 11.11 next to roasted vegetables, 1.111 next to mashed peas, 111.01 next to ram potatoes, and 001.111 next to the pizza. Now place the right aligned arrow on the 7-inch location. Use dots as a leader. Place your cursor before all these numbers and press Tab on your keyboard. Now, the Tab option is grayed out because we had not used a decimal aligned arrow on the tab. Let's select everything and click on this right arrow. Change the alignment to decimal by clicking on this decimal arrow. Wow! Look! Let me zoom in for you. You see, these numbers have been aligned with the decimal right at the middle. Let's revise this method with emails. First, remove these numbers and the alignment from the tab. Let's write some random emails over here. Let's say roasted@vegetables.com, mashed@peas.com, ramp@potatoes.com, brussels@pizza.com. Let's use decimal align arrow on the 7 inches location. Let the leader be dots. Now on align on, write the at over here. Now do the tabs for each of them. Have a look at this. All these ats are aligned equally, whereas the text adjusts itself left and right to fit well. Exercise time. I want you guys to try hashtag as an alignment criteria. Magnet. So far, you have learned how important this tab is. Without this, the editing would become so hard. Now, what if I told you that you can make mistakes during the editing? Let's say I am placing these arrows on the tabs, but I accidentally move this tab away from the text frame. Of course, your workflow is messed up. Then you need to use your human eyes to align it back to the text frame. So instead of doing all these time-taking efforts, you just need to press this magnet icon. That's right. Right now, my tab is not properly aligned. Let's click on this magnet. See, tab automatically returned to its original position. Now, try this method and thank me later. Tip of the day. Like I mentioned earlier, never edit these tabs manually. Rather, go to Paragraph Styles and go to the Tabs panel. Assign everything that you need to get from the tabs. This includes these markers, tab stop locations, leaders, then alignment criteria. Then rename this style as TOC. This style will be used for creating table of contents in Adobe InDesign. I will make a separate tutorial for table of contents and publish very soon. You should definitely stick around. Now, watch this tutorial again and again and keep practicing with this video until you learn how to use the tabs. After you master this skill, you will be able to break up the content into paragraphs and even create your own table of contents. By the way, if you have any questions or doubts in your mind, you can always email me on jawadsumro1988@gmail.com. You can also message me on my Instagram page, Jawad Sumro Studios. Don't forget to follow my Facebook page as well. I hope this tutorial gave you useful information regarding tabs in Adobe InDesign. Subscribe me now if you haven't already. If you found this tutorial very helpful, then smash that like button and share it with your friends. If you never want to miss any update from my channel, hit that notification bell icon. I will see you in the next tutorial. Till then, goodbye and take care.